Hello everyone, my name is Sahana from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Today I am going to explain the topic on cryptography and network security, that is man in the middle attack. Let us see the introduction to man in the middle attacks. Man in the middle, that is MITM attacks, will occur when an attacker secretly intercepts and relays the communication between two parties. This type of attack can compromise the confidentiality and also the integrity of information being exchanged. MITM attacks are often executed in environments where security protocols are weak or absent. In this figure we can see how man in the middle attacks works, where user or the victim has a virginal connection with the web application, but in man in the middle has a new connection with the user and also the web application. How MITM attacks work. The attacker positions themselves between the victim and the legitimate party to intercept the data. Once in place, the attacker can eavesdrop, modify, or inject the malicious content into the communication. This manipulation can occur in real time, making it difficult for victims to detect any interference. Here are the common types of MITM attacks. Eavesdropping is one of the simplest forms of MITM attacks, where the attacker simply listens to the communication. Other is the session hijacking, allows attackers to take control of a user session, often after the user has authenticated. SSL stripping downgrades secure connections, allowing the attackers to intercept data that would otherwise be encrypted. The types of man-in-the-middle attacks that consist of Wi-Fi eavesdropping, DNS spoofing, session hijacking, ARP, cache poisoning, man-in-the-browser, IP spoofing, secure sockets layer, that is SSL hijacking, and also the email hijacking. Phishing attacks and the MITM. Phishing is a common technique used to facilitate the MITM attacks by tricking the users into revealing the credentials. Nextly, the attackers may send fake emails that lead to victims to malicious websites designed to capture the sensitive information. Once the credentials are compromised, attackers can impersonate the users in their communications. There are 5 common types of phishing attacks that may be bulk phishing, that is sending a large number of untargeted phishing emails. Secondly, spear phishing, that is targeting a specific individual or business with phishing emails. Next is whaling, that is phishing attacks targeting a company's executives. In the phishing, that is phishing attacks performed over the phone or VoIP. In the smishing, that is attacks using the text messaging to mislead or deceive a victim. Let us see the tools and techniques used in MITM attacks. Attackers often use the tools like Wireshark to capture the sensitive data transmitted over the networks. ARP spoofing is a technique that allows an attacker to associate their MAC address with the IP address of another device. Other tools like SAIN and Able are designed to facilitate the password sniffing and session hijacking. Targeted environments for MITM attacks that consist of public Wi-Fi networks are common targets for MITM attacks due to their lack of security measures. And then the corporate environments can also be vulnerable, that is especially if employees use unsecured connections for business activities. In the mobile devices are increasingly targeted as they often connect to multiple networks without robust security. Prevention strategies that includes using end-to-end encryption can help the secure communications against interception by unauthorized parties. Employing a strong authentication methods such as multi-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security. Regularly updating the software and also using the secure protocols can mitigate the risk of MITM attacks. Using the asymmetric encryption that consists of different key, that is public key, and also the secret key that is used for encryption and decryption, that will help in prevention of attacks by MITM. Identifying the MITM attacks, that is unusual behavior in applications such as an unexpected prompts for login details may indicate a MITM attack. Users should be cautious if they notice warning messages regarding the certificate validity when accessing the secure sites, and also monitoring the network traffic for unusual spikes or anomalies can help identify potential MITM attacks. Visualization enhancements that include flowcharts that is illustrate how MITM attacks will occur, graphs that consist of show statistics on the prevalence of MITM attacks. In the images that provide include the diagrams of ARP spoofing, DNS spoofing, and SSL stripping. Interactive elements that include quiz section that is test audience knowledge on identifying the MITM risks. And also in the scenario walkthrough simulate a basic MITM attack and prevention. Legal and ethical considerations that engaging in MITM attacks is illegal and punishable under various cyber security and privacy laws. Organizations have a legal and ethical obligations to protect their users' data from such attacks. Educating the employees about the risks and prevention of MITM attacks is crucial for maintaining the security. In the conclusion, we can conclude that man in the middle attacks will pose these significant risks to both the individuals and organizations. Awareness and proactive strategies are essentials to defend against these types of cyber threats. By prioritizing security measures, users can significantly reduce their vulnerability to MITM attacks. This presentation covers the essential of man-in-the-middle attacks, including their mechanisms, impacts, prevention strategies, and related considerations. Thank you everyone.